All of you settle down. Don't just do it. Probe it. Comprehend it. Understand it. The thought process is usually overlooked. What is meant by the proposal settle down? Who settles? Who is settling? What is settled? Why to be settled? What's the idea to be settled? To understand, enormous purport is there to be investigated. Whatever is possible in given time, do that. But back home, try to elaborately go for it, extensively go for it. Understand the purpose of all proposals and don't just think about the process. Get composed. Again, the word has ocean depth. Get connected, related to initialize composite collective dynamics. Figure out more than you doing it. It is an orchestration. It is not a solo performance here. It's an orchestration of all systems. They will work in unique, unusual realm, which is usual interactions. There are interactions, inter-responses, inter-motivations, inter-initializations. The protocol, figure out what is protocol and why protocol, the purpose of it, the profound exhalation to flush out temporality, empiricism, mundanity, worldliness, flush out personal gravities. That's a sanitization as well. From sanitization to proceed towards sanctification and understand the whole journey from sanitization to sanctification. Breath by breath, structure of the process, rather than merely your activity, structuring the process. Silent utterance of Om. Exhalatively, it is a shower. Inhalatively, it's a spring. So see that on the body front, it is pan-anatomical process and not just physical skeletal-muscular process. Oh. 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 योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचाम् मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनाम् पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। आबाहुपुरुषाकारम् शङ्खचक्रासिधारणम् सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतम् प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिम्। हरिः ओम्। Bow your head down to the heart and surrender with exhalations. Drop the palms and open the eyes. So it's a composite dynamics. It is not a solo performance. It's an orchestration, coordinated. It's like chamber music. Identify the chamber music like process within. The coordinations, the integrations. So as I said, every verb that comes your way, every noun, every predicate that comes your way, register it to the extent possible. Try to investigate, open it out, and try to understand. But back home, sometimes try to work on it more extensively, elaborately, to understand all those concepts and ideas, noun, verbs, predicates that come your way. Now, the ladies, those who get the place, go for ropes at the windows, at the columns, at the walls. And the others, swastikasana to the right, and understand what is the commencement. What is the commencement? What is meant by commencement? What is meant by initialization? Turn to right hand side. What is meant by orientation? What is sanitization? What is protocol? Which will be facilitating the process of composite dynamics, collective dynamics, interwoven dynamics. Listen to all these words and try to fathom why such words are coined, why such predicates are there, why such nouns are there, why such verbs are there. Don't do there. Come on the mat. So what is what is commencement? Initializations. What is the profound exhalation? Why for the profound exhalation? Yes. क्या हुआ? क्लास देखने के लिए आए ना? हाँ? तो बैठा ना उधर. So how much is there that you are doing, and try to identify the yours doing. If you are doing, it should be to encourage the yours to be doing. If you are doing, it should be an encouragement for yours. and slowly start deciphering the body doing, the breath doing, the mind doing, the sensitivity, senses doing, awareness doing. So what is their contribution? Activity, awareness, sensitivities. So what is the connotation in the internal realm? You can undo and redo. Change the sides here. Don't just go by literal meanings of all these words. Try to understand this vocabulary in the internal realm. It's not just you are doing. Your awareness is doing. What is it doing? Your sensitivity is doing. What is it doing? Why for it is doing? So activity, awareness, sensitivity. What is their purpose? What is their process? Identify what you think is you are doing it and what is it that yours is doing. Your body system, your breath system, your mind system, your thought system, your memory system. So you can relax and reapply. Understand the importance of watching, sensing, reading, knowing, comprehending, understanding, and not merely doing. So, in the beginner's hierarchy, we will have to only instruct you to do. But you are not raw beginners, you are familiar with the position. And therefore, understand the importance of all these processes in the internal social, internal community activity. So, watching, why for? What is the, with what avail you watch? Sensitivity. So, it's not just doing, it is sensing, it is observing, it is reading, it is knowing, it is understanding, it is thinking. So figure out all these aspects in your dynamics. Let go. Relax and change over. Let go. So it is not proper to say that you are just doing yoga. नहीं, इधर आ जाओ, उधर जाके बैठो ना स्टेज पर, बाहर जाओ, बाहर से स्टेप्स पर बैठ जाओ. So it's not just doing. Figure out. Are you not sensing? Are you not observing? Are you not experiencing? The doing doesn't have such all those meanings. The doing doesn't have all those meanings. So as far as you are concerned, you are doing, you are sensing, you are feeling, you are experiencing, you are understanding, you are comprehending, you are perceiving, you are analyzing. There are so many things which are happening, which you are doing. And now it is not proper to dub them as doing. And go for protocol. Understand what is protocol. Why for the protocol? Are you clear about the protocol? For instance, a profound exhalation. Flush out the empiricism, flush out the mundanity, flush out the worldliness by your exhalation. So that's an important aspect as a preparatory, that you have to have a thicker gushing exhalation to flush out. Many things have to be flushed out. So understand what is you being aware. What is you being aware? You are aware of body, you are aware of body parts, you are aware of body matter, you are aware of different locations. So find out in given position, where are you aware about? Which are the locations where you are supposed to be aware about, aware of? Say for instance, those in Swastikasana, you are not so much aware of the legs, but those who are at the rope, you are aware of the legs quite significantly. So you are aware. You are doing. You are sensitive. You are perceiving. You are cognizing. You are reading. You are knowing. You are experiencing. You can undo, redo, take a break, and again do it and proceed. Change the sides here. So figure out what is it that you are doing, knowing, sensing, feeling, experiencing, perceiving, cognizing, understanding, comprehending, thinking, remembering. Because that's why I'm not giving you instructions, because you have to remember. You have to depend on your memory. You are not a raw beginner who doesn't have a memory base at all. You have a lot of memory base. You have a lot of memory base. So you are remembering. So find out all that you are doing, how much you are doing. How much you are sensing, feeling, knowing, experiencing, perceiving, cognizing, understanding, comprehending. Now, all that is not doing. Doing is a very minute aspect of the process, and we just blow it out of proportions, magnify it out of proportions. Are you not experiencing? Is it not important? Are you not feeling? Is it not important? Are you not sensing? Is it not important? Are you not perceiving, cognizing, comprehending? Is it not important? Are you not remembering? Is it not important? There is no point in dubbing everything as doing. You let go, relax. Sit wherever you are, wherever you want to, quickly. Sit. So become familiar with the process of what you call as yoga. But today we are calling it yoga. There is no yoga at all. It's a pseudo subject. So there is no point in dubbing the whole process as I am doing. It is doing. It is doing. It is doing. It is blown out of proportions in dimensions, while the other things are more important, such as sensing, feeling, experiencing, understanding, comprehending, remembering. So therefore, in all hierarchies, it should not be instructional process, because if it is instructional process, you don't have to tap your memory. You don't have to tap your thought. You don't have to tap other things. Therefore, apart from beginners hierarchies, where they don't have memory base, where they have to be instructed, every piece of instruction should be given. Now, I don't have to give every piece of instruction. So what was your preparatory? Now it is nearly the 20th minute now. So in your process of what you just now finished, what did you commence? What was the commencement? What was the protocol? What was the initialization? Changeover. First batch go there. Those are just now finished, come on the mat. And Bharadwaj Asana. Don't be near the rope, people. Go elsewhere. What are you commencing? What should you commence? Having done something, what will you commence now? You did something for 20 minutes, 20 plus minutes. Having done that, what are you commencing? What are you supposed to commence? Yoga is an educative subject, not executional subject. So understand the role of profound exhalation. What will the exhalation now flush out? What did it flush out earlier? What is it that it is flushing now? So just like I said, figure out what you are doing, sensing, knowing, comprehending, understanding, remembering, etc., etc. On your part, what is it? Now, listen carefully. Yours. What is your back doing? What your back can be doing? Is the back not doing anything? So what the back is doing qualitatively is more important than you doing. Your doing should be facilitating, encouraging the back to be doing. And much of yoga lies in the back doing. So find out what is the back doing? What is the back sensing? What is the back experiencing? What is the back reading? What is the back comprehending? So understand now, apart from earlier part where I said you should do all that, now I want your back to be doing all that. So find out what the back does. Much of yoga, authentic yoga, genuine yoga lies in back doing. So from the back's point of view, figure out what is orientation, what is protocol, what is sanitization, from sanitization to sanctification. Because it is composite dynamics, yoga is not based on your doing, but your back's doing, your back watching, back sensing, back reading, back knowing, back comprehending, back understanding. So I've just given as an example illustration the back. Let go. Stay there wherever you are. Relax. So randomly I picked up back. Randomly I picked up that back. What is the implication? You can pick up waist. You can pick up chest. You can pick up limbs. You can pick up other locations. But as an illustration, I said I picked up back at random. Was your back not doing anything? Was it everything that you were doing? The back does, back knows, back senses, back feels, back prepares. So why don't you understand what is preparatory for the back? Rather than only your preparatory, why don't you understand the preparatory of the back? So the back is part of body system. The back is part of breath system. Back is part of mind system. Did you identify that? If otherwise, how the back will think? Tell me. The thinking is a process of the mind system. Thinking is a process of mind system. Perceiving, sensing, perceiving, understanding, comprehending. It's all mind system. Was the back not experiencing? What is the what is that which experiences? The mind system experiences. So the back has body, mind, breath system. Back has body, mind, breath, speech system. Body has the back has body, mind, breath, speech, thought system. The back has body, mind, breath, speech, memory system. So I randomly picked up back and I said, figure out what it does, what it knows, what it experiences, what is its perceptive, cognitive, sensitive act. So I randomly picked up back. Now I randomly pick up waist using your position. Row people stay there, take a poster, feet to the wall, knees on the poster, turn to the left side. Mat people to the left. So randomly, I'm picking up now the waist. Quick, 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 quick. Hurry up. Now, watch. Waist. So you are doing should facilitate the waist to do. So in yoga, your waist is capable of knowing. The waist is capable of doing the functions of the mind because it inherently it is permeated by the mind system. It is inherently permeated by mind system. You can undo, redo, take a break, again, apply, involve. So watching, sensing, feeling, the waist here. The waist should be also doing all that. So see that everything is initialized by the waist, so that you also provide the facility for the waist to go get prepared better for all kinds of activities. And they are not just activities, there is experience, there is observation, there is literacy, there is reading, there is knowing. To find out have you got prepared to have a condition that you are in posture, breathesture, mindesture. Have you got prepared to say that you are in physical culture, breatho culture, mindo culture? So see that there is encouragement for the position to be physical cultural, to breatho cultural, to mindo cultural, to be postural, to be breathessural, to be mindessural. So as I said in the class yesterday, there should be also the posture, breathesture, mindesture. I'm introducing to another dimension there. Gesture. Are you not communicating? Are you not talking? Should you not talk? It's not that only I am talking. You must talk silently. You must communicate. You must talk. They should speak. They should speak. You should speak. It is possible that the waist can be speaking, waist can be talking, waist can be articulating. Let go and relax. Because what you do is Adhyatma. Adhyatma has three fundamental dimensions: Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. Because it is yoga, it is Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, Shwasa. Shwasa is not a proper word, but for your understanding, I am using that word, which is actually an abuse to the entity. It is Pavana, Vayu, Pran, which is that internal aspect, signature condition of the animation. Signature condition of the animation. If the internal, that the movements are not taking place, the life is not worth calling it life. So that the speech gesture, you must be talking, because in knowledge process, the oral act is very important. What is to be literate? Now, suppose you don't have oral system at all, how will you be literate? Tell me. If you don't have oral system at all, how will you be literate? Literate means you must be able to read. Who reads? You think mind reads. It is speech system which reads. So in your case, it is silent speech which must communicate, which must describe, which must explain, which must articulate, which must communicate. Apparently, in the class, I am only using my mouth. I am incessantly talking. And you think you're all silent. You might be silent, but you should not. You should be talking. While you are in it, you must be talking. You must be speaking. You must be communicating. You must be articulating. You must be what you call as articulation and gesticulation. Is there any articulation? Otherwise, you will never become literate in yoga. Change over. Bharadwaj on the back. Feet to the left, turn to the right. Quickly, away from the wall, the rope people. Now, as I said a little while ago, back doing, back getting done. There are two meanings to the proposal back getting done. Back getting done in one meaning, the back will be done. Back getting done, one meaning, the result will be back will come to done state. Back getting done has another connotation. Back getting done from breath. Back getting done from mind. That means make mind do something, make breath do something, make speech do something, make thought do something. That is another connotation of back getting done from something else in you, someone else in you. You are a huge community. You are not just an individual. You are a huge community. You are huge body of people within you. You are popular, highly popular. So the back getting done from mind, back getting done from senses, back getting done from awareness. So that is another connotation to back getting done. That depends upon result. Because of the back, mind is doing something. Because of the back, the breath is doing something. Because of the back, waist is doing something. Because of the back, arms are doing something. So the back is getting done from them is the result. The other one connotation is back itself getting done. To understand how linguistic is important to really proceed in the process of yoga. The language here is so important. Now change the sides and there, feet to the wall, knees on the bolster. So posture, breathesture, mindesture, speechesture. You must be talking, you must be communicating, you must be explaining, you must be articulating. Don't just experience. You'll have to describe the experience. You'll have to describe the experience. Verbalize silently your experience. So silently verbalize your experience. That will make you literate in yoga. The back here. So the back has posture, postural rendition, breathestiral rendition, mindestiral rendition, and speechestiral rendition. जल्दी करो ना. So the back doing, back sensing, back feeling, back experience, means experiencing, back speaking, back speaking. Back knowing, back comprehending, back understanding. And that's how it compensates, because some of you have this complaint, I don't understand well. I don't have better understanding. काय चाललंय साहेब भाई? So understand the compensatory process here, that the back will understand. You may not understand, the back will understand. Articulate the body processes, articulate the breath processes, mind processes, by the speech of the back. Alternately, the waist also. So two locations are picked up at random. Let go. So basically, Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. This is a basic commandment for the if it is to be a adhyatmic process or what you call a spiritual process. And in yoga, you have to have additional factor, that is Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, Shwasa. Shwasa means by that energy movement which is moving from within, which is the signature condition of your animation. In other pursuits of Adhyatma, this is perhaps sidelined. It can be sidelined. It doesn't have a prominent place. Like we have a condition which is called Neo Vedanta. Neo Vedanta. It's all on the brain level, thought, theoretical. So today's Vedanta Acharya, the breath is not playing significant role at all. Nothing to do with the breath, nothing to do with the pran, nothing to do with the pavana. It's only thought. Polemics. intellectual gymnastics, knowing the Vedantic concepts, ideas, notions, etc., etc., implications, nuances. So this is Neo Vedanta. There is no Vedanta sadhana as such. It is only knowledge. So that aspect, the breath, pran, vayu, pavana, is of there is no reckoning at all. That is Neo Vedanta. So which has history of some 150, 200 years. So they know those 32 Brahma Vidyas. In Vedantic tradition, there are 32 major Brahma Vidyas. Dhar Vidya, Akshara Vidya, etc., etc., etc. Antaraditya Vidya, Bhuma Vidya, Bhrugu Vidya. So there are certain Vidyas. They only know. Ramanujan in his commentary has clearly mentioned that the tradition of all these Vidyas is totally extinct. So today's Vedantis only know the Vidyas, Antaraditya Vidya, Bhrugu Vidya, Bhuma Vidya, Dahara Vidya, Upakosal Vidya, they know only Vidyas. But there is no tradition of teaching. It is lost in Kali Yuga. So there are no practices, there are no Vedantic practices as such, which is sadhana, which is body, mind, breath, speech, senses, psyche, consciousness. The whole existence is not involved at all in sadhana. Their sadhana is chintanam, mananam, that's all. It doesn't involve liver, stomach, colon, bladder, spleen, pancreas, intestine, duodenum. But understand, therefore, there is no yoga. Now here everything is involved. Body, mind, body system, breath system, mind system, organs of those systems, they're all involved. So what was the protocol in the last round that you did? What did you initialize in the last round, previous round? What was initialized now? What was not initialized earlier, but just in the what just now concluded? What did you initialize? What was initialized? So you engrave certain things in your consciousness. Kaya, vacha, manasa, shvasa. Vacha. Vacha is so important for your mental functioning, mental modifications to be on the anvil and culture it, shape it. Okay. So on my part, I am adjourning this particular precept after it is now nearly 45 minutes since we commenced. However, it is not you should adjourn it. You will keep it in your process, but I am not going to speak about it. Now, in the following part, I want you to understand that aspect of some aspect of technology of yoga. The importance of you understood the importance of profound exhalation, the sharp and profound exhalation, deep and profound exhalation. different kinds of exhalations, different confinements. Now, yoga technology entails that there must be Uddiyana Mudra, a post-exhalative retention, and Uddiyana Mudra. It will be variegated by the position itself and because of several other factors as well. So in your position, whichever asana you are going to do, see that there is Uddiyana Mudra. Variegated Uddiyana Mudra. Now that is the important aspect for any becoming required for any your embodiment, and technology offers this. It is so important to be going for Uddiyana Kriya, Uddiyana Mudra, so the matter gets prepared. Practice doesn't make the man perfect. Evolving the material is important for you to succeed in your process. If the material is not transformed, then there is no chance that you will evolve. So material changes should be there in body system, breath system, mind system, thought system. Material has to change. You might be a very good cook, but if I give you substandard grocery, are you going to turn out good meal? You might be a very good cook, but suppose I give you substandard grocery, substandard material, vegetables, etc., etc. What is the chance that you will be proving your merit? Material should be good. So we have to see that our materials are improving, and that's why the technology gives you something to improve the material. So Uddiyana Kriya, Uddiyana Mudra, variegated, is an important component to transform the material and evolve the material grade-wise, quality-wise. Then your yoga will improve. Your intent practice, regular practice, relentless practice is not going to improve if you are not handling the matter. Matter should be attended to. The matter should be evolved. So whichever position you are in now, hereafter, see that Uddiyana is attempted more frequently. And then do all your reading, literacy, observation, etc. to understand what it does, why for it is suggested, why for it is mandated. So all these asanas, each asana there has its Uddiyana Mudra. Each asana has its Uddiyana Mudra. So only exception is that if you are a menstruating woman, don't do it. Once you are through that, then you can do it. A pregnant woman should not do. Anybody having a acute condition of the abdomen such as diarrhea, dysentery, etc. should not do it. But others should do without reservations. Okay? So you will all proceed. Adho Mukha Svanasana, wherever you have the place. Arrange the rope. Adho Mukha Svanasana, wherever you have the place. Supported rope dog pose. Rope dog pose. At the windows, wherever you have space, take the rope. And the others, you will be sitting in Upavishta Konasana and turn to right side. Upavishta Konasana, turn to right side. So Adho Mukha Shwana Uddiyana. Adho Mukha Shwan, Uddiyana Kriya, Uddiyana Mudra. Here on the mat, Parivritta Upavishta with Uddiyana Mudra. Turn to right hand side. Left hand to the knee, right hand back. Couple of recovery cycles. Couple of recovery cycles. Intently, diligently, frequently, mindfully. Uddiyana Kriya, Uddiyana Mudra. I've told you the exceptions. Couple of just enough recovery cycles and again proceed. Uddiyana Kriya and Uddiyana Mudra. Now understand, it is variegated. You can exhale in the brain confinement, Uddiyana Kriya Mudra. You can exhale in the chest confinement, followed by Uddiyana Kriya Mudra. You can exhale in the diaphragm, followed by Uddiyana Kriya Mudra. Exhale in the abdomen, Uddiyana Kriya Mudra. Exhale in the pelvic perineum region, Uddiyana Kriya Mudra. Exhale in the back, Uddiyana Kriya Mudra. Exhale anywhere else in the limbs, by the limbs, through the limbs, Uddiyana Kriya Mudra. Variegated Uddiyana Kriya Mudra. So that will prepare the body matter and mind matter, which will sometimes qualify for yoga to be harvested. Like you sow the seeds in farming and agriculture. You sow the seeds, but that doesn't mean you will have a reap. If the land is not suitable, then you will not have a reap. You might sow the seeds everywhere. That doesn't mean having sown the seed that you will have the harvest. The field must be suitable. And therefore, for yoga to be harvested, the field should be suitable. And for the field to be suitable, the Uddiyana Kriya Mudra is suggested, mandated rather. Couple of recovery cycles. Now, there are nuances. As I said, different confinements followed by mudra. The other one, normal duty exhalation, but complete, Uddiyana Mudra. Or normal duty exhalation, not complete exhalation, but Uddiyana Mudra. Thicker exhalation, profound Uddiyana Mudra. Thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner profound exhalation and mudra. They all are going to work qualitatively differently. Now change the sides here. Dog pose people, if you need a break, you can take a break and again proceed. If you don't need a break, you can continue. You can relax for a while, recover, refresh, revamp, and proceed. So the Uddiyana Kriya Mudra fabulously work on your chemical processes. The chemical processes will work for everything from the mundane requirements such as your health, physiological health, anatomical health, deep tissue health. And that's why most of you are doing your yoga. From there, it will work for preparing the field for yoga to happen. So it will not happen like it happens. You sow the seed here and there everywhere, but you don't get the harvest everywhere. Somewhere it doesn't, not even a sprout. Not even a sprout. You have sown the seed, but no sprout. It happens. Because the land, the ground is not suitable. The soil is not suitable. The condition, weather, climate, etc. not suitable. The chemical profile of the soil not suitable. So the field must be suitable. So for yoga to happen, the field must be made suitable. And this is one of the important kriyas at your hierarchy. Udyan Kriya, Udyana Mudra. Let go and relax. Come on, doctor people. So, wait there. Don't move. Hala सांगितलं का? At your hierarchy, there are certain kriyas. In different posture, Udyan is not just one kriya as it is shown in Light on Yoga. Now that kriya should be done in different positions that you do. Could be Shirshasana, could be Janu Shirshasana, could be Ekpa Shirshasana, could be Trikodasana, could be Bharadwajasana, could be Marichasana, could be Urdhvanasana, could be Vipritasana. So that is how chemically we are able to access and work. Changeover. So first Konasana on the mat. Turn to right. Quickly go to dog pose. Adho Mukha Svanasana. There are ropes there. Anyone not done, go there. Have all of you finished? There are empty ropes at the window there. Get up and go there. Now, the Udyan Kriya, Udyan Mudra, I just now told you about the nuances here. Normal duty, heavy duty, feather touch duty, Panchavayu locations, turn to right hand side. Quickly turn to right hand side. Couple of recovery cycles. So understand you are merely exhaling and then going for mudra. Okay? You are merely exhaling, voluntarily customize, and you are going for mudra. Now in the following parts, all of you exhale with a vowel which is ah, as in father, ah. Yogasan, ah. Exhale, ah. Any change? Any modification? Any change in modality? Silently utter ah. Has your exhalation changed? So brain confinement, chest confinement, back confinement, abdominal confinement, pelvic perineum confinement with ah. Without ah, just exhalation and exhalation of ah, feel a significant change. So there are myriad processes given by yoga technology. For it's not just exhale and retain and do mudra. Exhale ah and retain and do the retention. Do the kriya and mudra. Exhale ah and do it. Now we will juxtapose it by another sound form. Exhale ooh, as in spoon. Is it significantly different? So it initializes so many chemical processes, myriad chemical processes. We are given resources to do the work on the soil on which yoga will be harvested. The soil of body matter, soil of mind matter, soil of consciousness matter. This is how U is working. Is it not different? Between nothing and then A and then U. The plain exhalation, A exhalation and U exhalation. So exhale, ooh, 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 ooh. Don't put on a siren, silent siren. That is the Pavana system, pranic system, Vayu system. We are endowed with, but it is not used constructively, intently, diligently. Now, how does it work? The last sound form we'll try now. E, as in sweet, sweep, sleep, long E. See the configuration of exhalation, graphics of exhalation, form of exhalation, it is changing. Therefore, mudra will change. The kriya will change, mudra will change. The fabulous technology, because of lack of education in our times. So our time they have a neo yoga, just as I just now referred to neo Vedanta, neo yoga. And change the sides. So technically, it is called Swara Kriya. It is called Swara Kriya. So there are 10 such vowels. So those who know it, you can avail of it and see how it works chemically differently and therefore physically differently. Different confinements like E of the brain, E of the chest, E of the back, E of the belly, E of the pelvic perineum region, E of the other parts. And now, as I said, it's a set of 10 Swara Kriyas. So those who know it, you can apply it. And that's how you will do the soil management, soil culturing. Soil refer to here body matter and mind matter. Then when you sow the seed of yoga, it will be harvested. What is the point in sowing the seed on a rock or rocky surface? What is going to grow there? Or unsuitable soil. It's not going to be harvested. It won't be harvested. So we need to do this soil handling. Soil of the body matter, mind matter, psyche matter, consciousness matter. And here is the technology to have the applications in place. Let go. Sit wherever you are. Come up, talk to people. Sit wherever you are. Listen. So you only know Tadasana, Trikonasana, Ardha Chandrasana, Shirshasana, Janu Shirshasana, Urdhvanasana, Vipradanasana. Why don't you understand that there are equal numbers of mudras? Tada mudra, Trikona mudra, Parshvakona mudra, Shirsha mudra, Urdha Dhadur mudra, Janu Shirsha mudra, Uddiyana mudras are several, countless. So understand what do you carry in your quiver of Uddiyana, Kriya and Mudra. So the Swara Kriya is a chemical modifier, chemical modulator. So there are 10 such Swara Kriyas, A, A, E, U, A, I, O, Au, Aha. So if you are not a vernacular person, you need to know them because this is part of yoga technology. You need to know them by heart. Now in Neo Yoga, this is out of place. There is no reckoning of the Swara Kriya. And that's why I have pulled out a page from classical yoga, which are 1,000 years old, 10,000 years old, 50,000 years old, billion years old, millions of years old. Otherwise, we'll be stuck in the mire of Neo Yoga. Physical, mental, intellectual, emotional, psychological. That's all. It's not working on the matters. The matters have to be worked upon. So today in agriculture and farming, they read the soil. They read the soil. They culture the soil. They process the soil for a particular harvest. If that is not done, you can go on sowing the seeds here and there and everywhere. You won't harvest everywhere. So Udyan Kriya, Udyana Mudra is one such Kriya in your hierarchy, in your level of hierarchy. So avail of it. Then you will do something for infrastructural changes, which is so important for suprastructural changes, which are essential. Otherwise, they will be only for display and pseudo. Now, go to Utthita Hasta. Wherever you would get place, you can also use these places. The props don't come in your way. So take a belt, take a rope, belt, whatever, and start doing Utthita Hasta at the window, at the wall, at the column, sides of the column as well. Utthita Hasta. Dana tikada dana. The props, why are you so partial about? Utthita Hasta. So there are places here. The props don't come in your way. They are not obstructing you. They are not interfering. Utthita Hasta, set of Udyana Mudras, variegated. Variegated. Panchavayu, Udyana Kriya, Udyana Mudra. Dashaswara, Panchavayu locations. So there are 10 such swaras. There is a place there, go there at the prop side. Why do you have reservations? They don't come interfere at all. So since you are newcomers to this, just to do it. Just do it. It is later that you will start sensing, feeling, understanding, comprehending, deciphering, and see that again. Now you will see that there is, with a swara, there is significant vachi kriya. So how much important is that? The speechly act, the speech gesture. So there are 10 swaras, like music at 7 notes. Here there are 10 such swaras. Swaras means notes. That's why it is called swara kriya. That's why it is called swara kriya. You can relax it, reapply, relax, reapply, but don't change the sites until I tell you, because it's a class situation, class scenario. So you can relax, withdraw applications, and reapply. So again, understand the nuances here. Normal duty exhalation followed by mudra. Heavy duty exhalation followed by mudra. Light duty exhalation followed by mudra. So these are chemical modulators. These are chemical modulators. The combination of Panchavayu and Dashaswaras. The 5 locations based on Vayus and the 10 Swaras. So the permutation combination is also available for you. And that's how it works so profoundly. And now change. So variegated Udyana Kriya, Udyana Mudra. This is enormous set. Enormous set. So understand the concept of permutations, combinations. Permutations, combinations. Because the पाऊल चुकीचं आहे. सरळ ठेवा ते. So technically it's called Panchavayu Swara Kriya. By the mapping of Panchavayu concept in yoga, which is pan embodiment, Apadatala Mastaka, from soles of your feet to crown of the head, everything is circumscribed in the Panchavayu zone. In the Panchavayu zone or Panchapran zone. So figure out what is this Udyana Kriya specific, typical to your Utthita one. Now let go. Utthita 2, right leg up. Turn to left side. Right leg up, turn to left side. So Utthita Mudra. Utthita 2 Mudra. The set of mudras, Udyana Mudra. Left hand on the waist or catch the rope. See that you have maximum engagement. Catch the left hand, catch the rope, not of the rope. This is one way, the other way is to catch the knot of the rope. So the variegated Udyana Kriya, Udyana Mudra. The Swara. So understand the combination of Panchavayu mapping and Dasha Swaras, 10 Swaras, 10 notes, 10 vowels. So at your hierarchy, at your level, this is not something that to be done once or twice. So in class, you will get this kind of impression. This should be done once or twice and enough. Then Pasutta Padamushta 3 and another asana. So that's how you get the impression by the class process. And that's why education has to be given. So many things are to be tried out. And therefore, you can do second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, 10th time. Take a break and do it. Intersperse with some other asana and again do it. So this any asana should become index asana sometimes for your education. You can intersperse other asanas. Otherwise, you will say you are not having more accomplished process. So intersperse with other asanas and come back to index asana. Normal duty, heavy duty, light duty, permutation combination factors. Panchavayu confinements and Dashaswaras 10 notes. So become familiar with handling this process where there are permutation combinations. Now let go. The other side. So understand that some stage we have to work on the infrastructural management, infrastructural development. Because without structural development, you can't have a huge amount of development in the superstructure. We have to attend to infrastructure. And therefore, you have to go a long way in infrastructural developments so that you have a good amount of chance to improve the suprastructure. With the given infrastructure, you can't have good amount of development. So every asana has a mudra. Then only it becomes an asana. In formative period, the mudra is so important. Once you are a master there, the mudra need not be done so intently. But for you to do in the formative periods, the mudras will do the necessary changes, chemical changes, to attend to the soil of your embodiment. You stay there. Let go, all of you. Come out. Come out, come here. Come out, come here. Come here. Quick, quick, quick. Walk here. Quick. So being Iyengar clan students, you should take note of certain things. So she's doing this way. Okay. So understand the aspect of coordination, hand and hand, hands and legs, hands and trunk, hands and body system, hands and breath system, hands and mind system. The other one is to keep the hand on the waist functionally, not just elegantly. It has a function. So you have to keep it exactly at the top of the rim, pelvic rim, and then push it down, clamp it well, grip it well, and then try to do the internal mobilizations. Okay? That was one. This is two. Third one, outstretched arm over the head. So the internal movement will be modified with this arm functionally over the head. So this is signature condition of Iyengar system. It's not just one way of doing. Therefore, Iyengar Yoga is not as it is shown in Light on Yoga. It only shows one way. It doesn't show several ways. So you as students of Iyengar Yoga, you should know that just one way is not the way. The next one is this. Okay? Then this. This. So something is triggered in the back, and therefore posture, breath gesture, mind gesture, speech gesture will be different. Similarly, over the head. Right. Animate. Then so I want you to get educated in Iyengar system. And those who don't come directly under Iyengar teaching processes, they depend on Light on Yoga, and then they are deprived. Let go. Now, apparently, it is just for postural changes. Inherently, it changes everything: posture, breath gesture, mind gesture, speech gesture. I don't want to do heavy bombing and carpet bombing. But let me just tell you about it. Posture, breath gesture, mind gesture, speech gesture, thought gesture. It changes your thought process, thought structure, thought output. Because yoga is chitta vignan. It works on something that is mind stuff circumscribing, mind stuff targeting, mind stuff hitting, mind stuff processes. There is no word for chitta in English. Therefore, I have to say mind stuff. So sometimes become familiar with, it's not just three-dimensional. Posture, pradasture, mindasture. Posture, pradasture, mindasture. But therefore, I'm telling you in advance, posture, pradasture, mindasture, pregesture, thoughtasture. Now, that's why you need to develop the language. The language in the internal realm is totally different than outside. Today, I won't speak about it, but it is gone into archives. Yesterday's class I spoke about the language. I will just give you an illustration for you to get kicked for thought process. If you are a mother and you have a child, baby, you talk to your baby in your language. So let's say, presume it is English. Will the mother speak perfect, precise, faultless English with the child? The way that a woman speaks that English outside in social realm, worldly realm, is different than how she speaks with the child. The child has to be convinced. Therefore, intonation, she starts speaking with the child, childlike, not clear accents. Now, I'm talking to you with clear accents. The mother will not influence and impact the child by clear, faultless, perfect, faultless English. The whole intonation, the whole voice culture is different. The mother almost adapts to the child's accents, that the child is better convinced. The child receives the communication rather than speaking grammatically perfect language, accent wise perfect language, punctuation wise perfect language. The mother has to talk to the child in a way the child will understand the language and will be impacted and influenced positively to respond. So imagine how the mother communicates to child. She doesn't take recourse to Ren Marty's English scrupulously. She compromises there. Otherwise, the child won't be impacted, influenced by her communication. Now, I talk like this to you. If I talk like this out in my social realm with my family members, if I speak like this, they will not tolerate, they will not respond positively, and they will isolate me. So I cannot be talking back home like this, the way I speak here. If I talk to children, I have to speak differently. I cannot speak to very clear articulations, proper punctuations, proper grammatically right and perfect, precise accents, etc., etc. You compromise with the accents when you talk to a baby. Indian literature has somewhere said that when you talk to children, your language is Bengalized. Bengalized. Because Bengalized language is more sonorous for a baby. The Indians will know what is Bengalized. The mouth is rounded. And then the child is, it is impacting the child. As if you have gulab jam in the mouth and you are talking. Something round, sweet, delicacy in the mouth. Then find out how will you talk. Suppose now I swallow, I keep a rasgulla in my mouth and gulab jam in my mouth, and I say the same thing. My mouth is rounded because there are round objects in the mouth. Bengalized Marathi, Bengalized Tamil, Bengalized English. This is one of the literature's observation. So he was once asked, do you know Bengali? He said, yes. How? Because I talk to children, I talk to them in Bengali. He will be actually speaking in Marathi or Hindi, but if he Bengalize English, Hindi, Bengalize Marathi, so that the child is influenced. So if you can meet any Bengali and try to listen to Bengali language, a round mouth, rounded mouth, anyway, from where to where I came. From Iyengar system, I came to Bengalized communication. The point is, being students of Iyengar system, know that Light on Yoga is not that fundamental basic text called magnum opus. Most of the things are missed by the book form. You are only shown one Trikonasana here. How many forms of Trikonasana, how many types of Trikonasana do you do in the class? Tell me. Do you do only that? But one who is not introduced to the Iyengar system in a tradition of teaching and just Light on Yoga, that person will do for lifelong one Trikonasana. How many Trikonasanas do you have? Against the wall this way, across the log, and then slanting with against the trestle, against the column, against this way, against that way, after Shirshasana, after back bend. So many things are there. Now, that's that fellow who is depending on Light on Yoga will not know Trikonasana differs between done after Shirshasana, done after Urdhvanasana, done after Bharadvajasana, and done after Sarvagasana. No clue. So take advantage as long as you are able to learn Iyengar Yoga in such a framework where there is direct teaching. So that's I took the arms up and down, etc., etc. There is no clue to say that Iyengar Yoga is open architecture by looking at Light on Yoga, whereas it is inherently open architecture. Where is the open architecture concept here? It's all closed architecture. This is the way. This is only the way. Okay. Now those who get the place go on rope Shirshasana. Others go on the mat with a belt, possibly half belt. Quickly occupy the ropes. And listen, don't go to the backs. Go to wall side. Go to wall side. Walls are open there. Take your mat, take a half belt or full belt, and quickly go to Pawan Muktasana. Rope Shirshasana, those who get the place. Others go to wall side, column, door side, far end. Even the rope Shirshasana here, you can go use the wall there. You can use the wall at the rope, wall rope as well. Uddiyana Kriya, Uddiyana Mudra. Quick, 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 quick. Close the door, use there, use the door. Both the legs to the right. Pawan Muktasana. Uddiyana Kriya, Uddiyana Mudra. अहो काय करताय लवकर करा ना. Go over the platform. On the platform there is a wall. Go here also between the two heads. Between the two heads, go to use the wall. Pawan Muktasana, go down, go down. Keep the feet not in line with the anal mouth, but keep sideways. Quick, 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 quick. The belt above the knees. So the knees won't be loose and won't be widening. Belt around the knees, I said half belt, or if you don't have half belt, you take a full belt as well. Uddiyana Kriya, Uddiyana Mudra. So exhale further and further and further. Uddiyana Kriya, Uddiyana Mudra. So understand, Shirsha Udyan is different than Pawan Mukta Udyan. Chemically, it is enormously different. Chemically, it is enormously different. Not only physically, it is different. Chemically, it is different. So it will make your Uddiyana Mudra more profound by attempting it in different asanas that you do, different positions that you take for asanas. Couple of recovery cycles. To find out if you think there is only something to do, it's a raw condition. But if you are able to identify there is something to observe, sense, read, know, perceive, cognize, read, experience, that's what the education will tell you. It's not just do and see what is the difference in doings. So let me pick up a leaf from yesterday's class. These are interactive processes. You do something, you get something. Any part of the body, such as your buttocks, do something, get something. Back, touch something, get something, give something. Chest, get something, give something. Try to figure it out. So in the internal social, there are only two parties. One is benefactor party, another is beneficiary party. When you do social work, in that case, you are a benefactor. And other side, you have beneficiaries. There might be 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people. They are beneficiaries of you. You are benefactor of the 10,000. But the idea of social, internal social here is totally different. Each one of each one of it is benefactor beneficiary. Body system is benefactor beneficiary. Breath system benefactor beneficiary. Mind system benefactor beneficiary. Posture benefactor beneficiary. Breathesture benefactor beneficiary. Mindesture benefactor beneficiary. Speechesture benefactor beneficiary. Thoughtesture benefactor beneficiary. So that's the internal social where each one is benefactor and beneficiary. Like unlike here in the world is social work, a benefactor is always benefactor, beneficiary is always a beneficiary. Usually beneficiaries are not mutual benefactors and mutual beneficiaries. So here they are mutually benefactors, mutual beneficiaries. So there is something to watch, something to sense, something to feel, something to experience, something to know, something to cognize, something to perceive. And it's not just something to do. Suppose I take recourse to instructions, then you only identify there is something to do. So beginners need to be given that process. Otherwise, they will not do anything. Change the sides here. So here there are ways, arms sideways, arms over, functionally arms sideways, functionally arms over, functionally one hand on the knee, other hand up and down and sideways. So the Pawan Muktasan people see that there is footology, legology, hippology, buttocology, perineumology, pelvicology, the abdominology, diaphragmatology, chestology, armology, backology, spinology, like a polyclinic. Yeah, every specialist there. To highlight the knowledge process of every kind. So internal social, everything is benefactor, beneficiary with reference to another part, another location, another thing. It is not a lobby that there is a benefactor lobby and beneficiary lobby. There will be mutually benefactors, beneficiaries to each other, of each other. That the total different connotation of social work internal. Community work internal. Now Rope people will come down. Let go. Get up from here. So to get the place, go on the ropes. Quickly. While the Pavan Muktasan people remove the belt and go for Kaundinya Pavan Muktasan. Cross your legs. Kaundinya Pawan Muktasan. Quickly occupy the ropes. Okay, if you don't get the ball, you can do in the center, in the middle. Kaundinya Pawan Muktasan. Crossing the legs. Those who are not done the first one, you can do the first one. Those who are done the first one, go for second one. Pro people go for first one with the belt. When you're on the right side, right hand on the knee. When you're on the left side, left hand on the knee. Start. So go for variegated Udyana Kriya, Udyana Mudra. Variegated Udyana Kriya, Udyana Mudra. Now I gave you the chemical modulation modifier by Swara, by the 10 Swaras, Swara Kriya. Now chemically find out to work more similarly on infrastructure, you can go for Tattva Kriya. You can use the vowel of Prithvi, like A, R, E, U, A, etc. You can use L, La, Li, Lu, Le, V, Va, Vi, Vu, Ve, R, Ra, Ri, Ru, Re, Y, Ya, Yi, Yu, Ye, H, Ha, Hi, Hu, He. So that will involve the elemental management, elemental handling, elemental process. So combination of Prithvi is called Prithvi Swaras. So there are 10 Prithvi Swaras. And this is how they work differently. They work in 10 different ways in the Panchavayu locations. In the Panchavayu locations. So that's called technically called Panchavayu Tattva Kriya. So brain confinement, chest confinement, Udani confinement, Pranic confinement, Samaric confinement, Apanic confinement, Prithvi Kriya, Prithvi Swara Kriya. So rather than using A, A, E, O plain vowels, you have to use the L, La, Li, Lu, Le, Lai, Lo, Lau, Lam, Laha. So 10 Swara Kriyas of the Prithvi, 10 Swara Kriyas of the Aap, 10 of the Tej, 10 of the Vayu, 10 of the Akash. So that will really circumscribe the infrastructural chemical changes. You can take a break and again proceed. During the break, you can do something of which you are cratic, physical cratic, skeletal cratic, anatomical cratic. So you can go by all that so that you get your satisfaction. So during the break, you can go by your crappies. So you can go for physical, cultural stretches, rotations, contractions here and there. Change the size here. Change the legs and change the sides. Counting the people, change the legs and change the sides. Now let me just introduce you another aspect, which is ideally should not be done in a class, particularly crowded class. These days, a professional minded teacher will always like to have crowded class. But onliners can do without hesitation what I will be suggesting. But in a class situation, don't try to, you should not be doing it, particularly when it's quite crowded class. It's a progesterol aspect. Is to open the nostrils, extra open the nostrils by tip of the nose pulled up, lips rolled in, or cheekbone pushed apart, and then heavy duty inhalation, exhalation. So this is not advised while it's a crowded class. So I won't suggest that you should do in the class. I won't suggest that you should do in the class because there is a concept called territorial atmosphere. So in a crowded class, there are lots of clashes, territorial clashes. And therefore, yoga in one way is not good for a crowded place with a crowded condition. Whereas all professional teachers try to see that their classes are very crowded. So certain aspects of yoga cannot be imparted at all. This is one of those. So rolling the lips deep into the mouth, we can do heavy duty inhalation. Back home, there will be no somebody's territory in the room. But here there will be neighbor's territory. You will be inhaling from that territory or exhaling to that territory. So lots of infiltrations take place because of crowded. And therefore, when you are isolated, you should do it. Rope people come down. Let go, all of you. If you are not done Kaundinya, Pawan Muktasan, you can do that. The rope people. Come up, all of you. Next batch on the rope. Next batch on the rope. Rope people come out. So those who are done Pawan Mukta and Kaundinya, go to Supta Virasana or Supta Baddha Kodasana or Matsyasana on the back quickly. Quickly occupy the ropes. Others go for Supta. उड्डयन क्रिया उड्डयन मुद्रा काय झालं तिथं उडला तर रोपच्या खाली काय करतो कळत नाही का तुला या यू कॅन डू इट सो अंडरस्टैंड उड्डयन क्रिया उड्डयन मुद्रा changing uddiyana mudra and the cluster of other mudras postural will be changing. Panchavayu and now the Dashaswaras of elements. Prithvi Swara Kriya, Aap Swara Kriya, Tej Swara Kriya, वायू स्वर क्रिया आकाश स्वर क्रिया काय चालू आहे किती वेळ घालवत आहे So many of you do not know your syllabus also. You don't attend to your syllabus. So many things are left out, excluded which are in your syllabus. So Panchatattva concept is so important as an infrastructural uh, aspect, which we don't consider at all, although it is in your syllabus. This is like those students in academia, average students. Many aspects of the syllabus are neglected, overlooked. So similarly, some of you might think that you are a scholar in yoga, you are a front bencher in yoga, but understand so many things are neglected, which are part of your syllabus. Don't continue to do that. So sometimes take a call of what is in your syllabus and see that you certainly circumscribe all those aspects. Change the side here. Those who need to change the side. Change the legs and change the side. So see chemically how we are going through this enormous variety of Uddiyana Mudras with different postures, different paradigms of posture. Today we are all advantage mongers. Through our yoga, we want to have advantages. What advantage can I get? And we are all advantage mongers. This is a very strange word in English. Advantage. Yesterday I referred to something as a vantage point. So take your apanic region as vantage point and proceed. Take your samanic region as vantage point and proceed. Take pranic region as vantage point. Proceed. Take udanic location as a vantage point and proceed, which I've introduced as paradigms, centricities. So it's a vantage point because I want you to be discerning in yoga. You have to see, you have to sight, you have to experience, you have to see with the mind, you have to see with the intelligence, you have to see with your body, mind, intelligence, senses, etc., and go for a vantage point. So there are vantage points. So as students of yoga, don't be advantage mongers, then you are consumers. So go for this vantage point. It will give you a perspective. So pelvic region watches, chest region watches, back region watches, different region. They are vantage points. So yesterday I said you should not be advantage mongers. That is consumerism. That is consumer yoga. It is called Upa Yoga. Upa means sub, like humans and subhumans. This is sub yoga in the sense something is subhuman. Subhuman is not a human. Subhuman is not a human. Similarly, sub yoga is not yoga, and the Upa yoga is sub yoga. So if you are Upayogita Vadi, if you are Upayogita mongers, advantage mongers, you end up being in non-yoga. So soon try to come out of this gravity under which usually we work. We want to have tangible advantages. We want phenomenal advantages. We want material advantages. So we are advantage mongers. Advantage mongering means you will depart from yoga, you will embark upon which is non-yoga. Rope people come down. So understand the concept of Swara Kriya of the Tattvas. Next batch of the rope, if you are not done, go there. Next batch of the rope. Rope people come down. Next batch of the rope. Now all of you, Supta Virasana, come up. Mat people come up, get up. And all of you do Adho Mukha, Padmasan, Virasana, Swastikasan, Padmakodasana or Janu Shivasana. Start on the mat, Adho Mukha. Adho Mukha Vira, Adho Mukha Swastik, Adho Mukha Padma, Adho Mukha Baddha, Baddha Kod or Janu Shivasana. Quick, quick, quick. Uddiyana Kriya, Uddiyana Mudra. The Tattva Swara Kriyas. The Tattva Swara Kriyas. Work with different vantage points. Like you stand in a balcony and you try to sight whatever is available for you to be sighting. You stand in one location and try to turn your head 180 degrees. So that's a vantage point. Earlier in the part of the class, I said, it's not only you know, they know. Every location knows. So give them vantage points. The different location, give a vantage point. Let them see from there and you see from there. Back can be a vantage point, chest can be a vantage point, brain can be a vantage point, abdomen, pelvic region can be a vantage point. So for you to be there and watch, for it to watch from there, the change of sight won't be suggested. So understand the concept of vantage point, which I've taught earlier as paradigm and centricity. That is only because you want to do like Trikonasana, the book of Trikonasana, Alpha Omega of Trikonasana. It is something to do differently. And that's why I said paradigms and centricities. But here I'm telling you vantage point, because now yoga is a knowledge process more than activity process. To use the different vantage points rather than being advantage mongers. So try to figure out what were the precepts which came your way. I said any proposal, any verb, any noun, any predicate that comes your way has ocean depth. So to the extent possible, try to do in real time, but also know that there is much to ponder about, ponder over. So you can do it at different points in time as to what are these concepts and ideas and notions. You have to work linguistically in yoga. Internal These are internal linguistics. The row people will come down. Come up, all of you. Thank God the time is over. So somebody comes to your rescue. And therefore the class is over. I am disempowered. I cannot still be authoritative here. Okay? And that's a relief for you. So thank you all of you. Goodbye. Class is over. If you want to continue, whatever not done, you can do bending forward. If you want to carry forward something from there, you are welcome to do that. Class is over for me. The class is over for them who have more valuable engagements than this. कळलं का सातभाई? ऐकलं का? ज्यांना यापेक्षा मूल्यवान एंगेजमेंट असेल त्याने जावं. ओके, गुड बाय.
Thank you, Prashant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pranam, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Pranam, sir.
Pranam, sir. Namaste.
Pranam. Namaste.
Namaskar, Prashant Dada.
Namaskar. Namaskar. Okay. Goodbye, all of you. Goodbye.